Hey everybody, Mark Zinno with Pick Dawgz, and I'm really excited to be part of the team here at Pick Dawgz. Looking forward to getting a chance to know you all. I'm the newest capper over at pickdawgz.com. For those of you who may be familiar with my work already, thanks for following me along to Pick Dawgz each and every day. I hope to give you guys some great sports betting information and tips. I also hope that we have a little bit of fun together. I'll be making videos like this each weekday to give you my thoughts on some of the biggest games on the card and the games that I like the most. Of course, I'll have all of my premium plays up on the site at pickdawgz.com for you guys to check that out, so make sure you go there. And this is a little show I like to call the Morning Wager, so here we go. Let's get started with the Major League Baseball slate for tonight. Orioles and Mariners in Baltimore. We're going to take the Orioles plus a half run in the first five here. We get Dean Kramer going up against George Kirby. Now, Kramer at home, much better, got a 2.89 ERA compared to 5.42 on the road. He had one start last year against Seattle, if that means much to you, in 5 innings, gave up 2 hits and no runs, so he has a little bit of a successful track record against the Mariners. George Kirby for Seattle, his ERA on the road, 4.96, that's over a run and a half higher than what it is at home. He already faced Baltimore this year, lasted just 5 innings, gave up 8 hits and 2 runs, and here's kind of the way I see this thing unfolding. I know Seattle's one of the higher scoring teams on the road this year. They clearly can put runs across, and the Orioles pitching staff and their bullpen particularly isn't great, and that's why we're leaving them out of the first five here. Let's take the bullpen out of it. But if Kirby is really good and the Orioles aren't scoring runs, guess what? They're not going to get to a really good Seattle bullpen late in the game. And if the Mariners aren't hitting and the Orioles are, we don't want to give the Mariners a chance to catch them later on in the game here. So I think we get some good value with the half run in the first five. If Kramer is as good as his home number suggests, the Orioles don't need to do much against a George Kirby starter who isn't all that great on the road here. And plus we put a half run out there for ourselves that even if a tie gets us a win for the Orioles here. So let's take the half run here, lay a little bit of juice with the Orioles in the first five. Next game up on the card for me, the Texas Rangers money line. This play did not go well for me last night. I took the Rangers in the first five, and of course they blew it in the first five. Nathan Eovaldi got rocked. They ended up coming back and winning the game outright, but I only had first five. But we looked at tonight with Texas. I'm going back to the well because they have a huge advantage in the starting pitching matchup here with Jack Leiter, who's been very good at home. Over the last 2 months, he's made 4 home starts. There's a lot of total of just 5 earned runs. Now, he had some command problems in his last start, which is why he only lasted 3 1/3, but that's never really been his thing. He's been able to control the ball, so I'm not too worried about that. Rangers bats have come alive, scoring the 5th most runs in baseball since July 1st. They're going up against an Arizona pitching staff that's kind of been decimated. Guys have been traded, and the bullpen's really bad. Anthony Descalfani will get the start. He's a reliever. It looks like they're going with a bullpen game. Even though he's made 2 starts in a row, I don't expect him to pitch much more than 2 or 3 innings. His one road start where he made the start wasn't good. He got banged around. Even if the Rangers bats start out slow like they did last night, they still have that Arizona bullpen, which has the 5th highest ERA in all of baseball, and get a chance to get back in this thing late. The juice isn't too bad around minus 140, kind of right on that edge of my range that I'm willing to play when it comes to baseball, laying the 140 here. So Rangers still in the thick of the playoff hunt here. Obviously a big win. Arizona's sold on everything. They're mailing it in from here on out. Rangers should be able to take advantage. Next game up on the card, Paul Skeens Day. Pittsburgh Pirates, first 5 money line here. We only got to lay 15 cents. Skeens owns Milwaukee in his career. This Milwaukee lineup is batting a combined 109 against him with 23 strikeouts in 17 innings for Paul Skeens. The last time he faced Milwaukee, he actually got tagged for 4 runs. So you know he'll want to be better this time. You know he'll want to show out a lot more. And if you kind of look at how that game unfolded where he gave up the 4 runs, a couple of quirky things happened. And it was sort of out of his control. So we know how dominant Skeens can be in anybody he goes up against, but particularly against Milwaukee with the 23 strikeouts in 17 innings. Freddie Peralta goes for Milwaukee. Now, he's got a 2.13 home ERA, and we know the Pittsburgh offense stinks. It's bad. They struggle scoring runs. But here's some historical context here on Freddie Peralta if you're into this. In 15 career starts against the Pirates, he's allowed less than 2 runs in just 3 of them. So we know Pittsburgh can get to him. And as good as he is, we're in a situation here with Paul Skeens on the mound and a total of 6.5 that we don't think anybody's going to score. We keep the tie in our back pocket here if we need it, and we'll live with a push. But if the Pirates push 1 across early here, you're going to feel really good about Skeens getting through 5 innings without giving up a run here. So I think it's worth the gamble. Again, keep the tie in your back pocket here. Maybe the Pirates do something, a little bit crazy, but with their history against Peralta, it's not surprising if they push a couple of runs across here. Final game on my card here for you guys on the morning wager. Yankees minus 1.5. We're going to lay 105 here. Now, Minnesota has an undecided starter, so you may have to just pick Carlos Rodon must start or home starter must start when you place the wager. I don't think the starter for Minnesota matters here. This is a get-right spot for the Yankees after another terrible weekend series that they had. They won easy last night. I think they do it again here tonight. Carlos Rodon starts for the Yankees. He's kind of due for a good start. He hasn't had one since before the All-Star break. He's been better at home this year. Opposing hitters are batting just $160 against him. The Twins don't necessarily hit lefties particularly well, and they do have the second highest K rate against left-handers on the road this season. Huge plus for Rodon to go deep into this game here. If it is a bullpen game for Minnesota, that's actually better for the Yankees. The Twins' pen has been in a free fall now. 7th highest bullpen ERA this season. Yankees score a lot more at home. Twins are really bad on the road here. I know you're not supposed to lay 1.5 with the home team because you might not get that last at bat. They shouldn't need it. If the Yankees are struggling against this Twins team that's basically quit on the rest of the season post-trade deadline, shame on them, as bad as things are for the Yankees. So those are my 4 plays here for today. I'll recap them again real quick. Orioles first 5 plus 0.5 on the run line. Texas money line. Pirates first 5 money line, and Yankees on the run line laying the 1.5 here at minus 105. So that'll do it for the morning wager. Make sure you guys go to pickdawgz.com. Check out my profile. I'll have a premium play up for you guys today. Go there and get that play, and we'll be back tomorrow with more right here on pickdawgz.com.